Welcome to Colorizer.js. It's a developer tool that helps you to find just the right color palette for your next web project. Usually when I'm starting a new web page, I choose the color palette first because it has a great influence in how the look and feel will be for this web page, especially if you're doing it for someone else. He or she might have a different taste than you have, and if you decide on a color palette, you are safe to go, and the other person will be happy with it because the colors are right. Everything else, I guess, is just details. If the colors aren't right, then the whole web page won't be a success, or the other person wouldn't like it. That's how I feel about it. So that's the reason why I do the color palette of one of the first tasks in creating a new web page. And usually I go, for example, to Color Lovers. There they have plenty of different color palettes at hand, which you can choose to use on your web project. You can also filter by specific colors, and so it's a very nice tool to find a good palette that you might use then on the web page. However, it's hard to guess from what you can see here whether it will really look nice on your web page or kind of weird. So it is important to take your web page and play around with the colors a little bit, maybe starting from a palette that you like here on Color Lovers, but then adjust it a little bit so it really suits your needs. So for that reason, I created Colorizer.js, and it's basically a bookmarklet on this web page. You find it here, and if you click on it, Colorizer.js will appear on the web page. To have it available for every web page, it can be loaded actually for every web page. Just drag and drop it to your favorites bar, and there you have it. So for example, if you have a different web page like here, WordPress.org, you can just click this bookmarklet then, and also on this page Colorizer.js will appear. Now you have a basic page. Here it's a final one, but if you are in an early stage of your web project, you have maybe a basic color design that is not yet impressive, and you wanna play around with the colors a little bit. So what you can do now is to enter a jQuery selector for the elements on the page, to have a color picker that will help you choosing just the right color. For example, we want to style the header on the top. Of course, I use the developer tools to find out which div it is, or whatever it might be. Here in this case we have the ID, WP.org header, and that is the one we can use in the second column of this of Colorizer.js. We have WP.org header, and as you can see, it's outlined here already. So the selector works, and we can say, okay, we want to manipulate the CSS property background color. Now it's of course black, but we could, for example, make it blue. As you can see, it's not the whole palette, the whole header that is in blue now. We still need to colorize some other divs here. Before I already looked up in the inspector which divs these are. So I expanded this selector a little bit. Now the black areas are outlined as well. And we apply now the color to all of those. Now we have a not so nice blue header. Let's say we adjust it a little bit so it really has a color that probably everyone could like. Of course, we want to not just style the header, we could style also, that's the header. We will style the main area as well. That is, by the way, a div that has the ID home welcome, and we can also say here background color, it's gray currently, let's make it a little bit bluish so it stays to blue everything style. And now we have a different design that we can show to everyone else and discuss if it's looking great or not. Now, if you are designing these color palettes, you want to think about which color you use as the primary color, blue in this case, but you also could use other ones where you can't decide yet which one is the best. So what you can do here, you can save your color palette and load those that you already saved. I already designed two other color palettes. Here, for example, a green one. As you can see, I styled a little bit more, for example, the header links here too. So they are not just white, but a little greenish. And of course, I have a second one in red. And here, this way, I drafted two different designs, which I could, of course, show to someone else, and then we can decide which one is best. By the way, since these saved color palettes you can see here are saved in the local storage of your browser, you can also open up a second window. Here I have WordPress again with Colorizer.js loaded, and here you can load the color palettes as well. So for example, I load the other one, and you have two browser windows with both designs, and that is really helpful. Of course, the screen is very small here, but if you have a large screen, you can open up the same page with different color palettes and see all of them on one screen, and with that discuss with your peers which one who likes best, and maybe you can also play around a little bit to refine the colors and thus decide which color palette you want to use for your page. Now, if you want to use Colorizer.js for your own projects as well, I showed you previously on this page where you are currently viewing the video here. You can click on the Colorize link to open up Colorizer.js. And I added at the bottom a small try it section where I pasted already the links, the selectors you need to use in order to style those elements. For example, playground h3, you can paste here in the HTML element selector column. As you can see, it's outlined, so you know that's the one you want to style. And say we use the color and make it pink, for example. So yeah, have fun, play around with it, and of course open a GitHub issue if you want to have a new feature or find something you want to have fixed. I'm happy to hear from you. Have fun with Colorizer.js. Bye.